Warning: the following podcast contains strong language, may contain sensitive topics, personal opinions, and satirical comedic elements. Viewer discretion is advised.
Because it's crazy. That's why. It's stupid.
He's fucking Craig.
Fucking Craig. You gonna bleep this shit out? Or you gonna keep it in for our
Craig.
fucking guests?
We just had this conversation.
Because our fucking guests want to know what the we're talking about.
Do they? Do they really?
Yeah. They want to watch Farm Merge Valley for the intro
Pepperidge
while we
Farm.
wait.
It's Pepperidge Farm remembers.
You know what's one of the things that I find difficult about doing a cold opening sometimes?
It's the
it's like-
fucking cuss
It's a cold
words.
opening?
It's something that a lot of entertainers do, and I don't even have to have evidence to prove it. We all know they do it. But like they'll have conversations before they start recording, and then they'll literally regurgitate that same conversation like it did just happen.
Yeah.
Like instinctively, my brain tells me to acknowledge the fact that it's the three of us, the core original three. But we just had this conversation like 10 minutes ago. So
Perfect three dumbasses here.
yes, the original Tibbs trio, if you will.
Yeah.
AJ, give me. You know what? Here's what I want you to do, AJ. I want you
Aren't
to
you
say your
motherfuckers?
signature.
Let's get this fucking shit started.
That
Oh boy.
that wasn't what I was gonna ask, but
That
that's
wasn't
okay.
that works. Okay.
Roll intro.
It's the Internet Bumshow.
AJ is still playing Farm Merge Valley without playing Farm Merge Valley.
Yep.
Oh. Am I supposed to be playing this?
No, Mike already closed it.
Yeah.
It's in a 2x2 grid pattern.
How do I get the fuck out of this?
You leave activity
How do you leave the activity?
at the bottom of the screen.
Like you were leaving any other activity, like YouTube, like you ask every time. to
Yeah,
leave that activity.
I'm of a mindset that we don't need to use the YouTube activity anymore because that always ends in chaos.
You get to hear dog shit audio for a bit, by the way, Council, because it's recording my webcam.
That's fine.
Oh, and it's apparently maxed my streaming audio. What the fuck? Why is it maxed out my stream audio? I'm so confused.
I've gotten good enough in some instances where I can kind of like lip sync it.
You mean lip sync?
Like NSYNC?
Alright, so on that note, it's time for the first main program, Conspiracy Theories. Last year, I told y'all that y'all could not do any conspiracy theories that revolved around events that took place post 9/11. That really sabotaged us and shot us in the foot by doing that.
So
in light
you
of that-
retracted what you said.
Yeah.
And in light of that, as well as the fact that we literally just did an episode about canceled celebrities and whatnot that were canceled like within the last few years, it would be kind of dumb.
Weird to have that
be like,
restriction then.
yeah, it'd be like you can talk about modern cancellation, but you can't talk about modern conspiracy. No, fuck that. So tonight, I'm gonna be honest. I think the conspiracy theories that I brought are dumb because I pulled them from Reddit. I was trying to write everything. I hope you guys
What I
have
was
something that's a
looking
lot
at,
better
but
than mine.
That chose something different in the end, yeah.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and read the first one of mine. This one comes from Reddit. The title of the Reddit post. These are all from r/conspiracy theory, by the way.
That's originally where I looked, so I'm probably going to recognize a few.
Fair enough. I tried to take the more
Yep.
PG ones.
Yeah.
Dawn Platinum dish soap is being sold to consumers with the end purpose of breaking up fatbergs in city sewer lines. Last weekend, I went on a trip and put a few ounces of Dawn Platinum dish soap in a standard Ziploc baggie so I could wash some dishes in my room over the long weekend. The soap disintegrated the Ziploc baggie, also disintegrated the plastic packaging of a Chomp's beef jerky package, and started to disintegrate the beef jerky within 4 days. This soap is so strong and often on sale, I can't help but wonder if the quiet goal is to pass the cost of sewer cleaning onto the consumer by selling us this very caustic soap and passing it off as standard dish soap. Be careful with it. So normally
Fucking
when I
crazy.
write for outlines, if I'm in a pinch, I'll just copy and paste it and just kind of be like, I'll read this shit later. If it works, it works. If not, oh well. I remember reading this one, and I remember thinking, "Are you sure it was the soap?
Yeah.
Like,
Your bags could
is
have been
soap
old.
really
Like there could have been so many different things, and like they just went, nah, it's the soap, man. The soap fucking did it. Holy, that
like
soap's
obviously
crazy.
there are other kinds of plastics out there, all kinds, different polymers and builds and all that. How different is the type of plastic from a Ziploc bag and the plastic bottle that Dawn soap would be in?
Yeah.
Because on the surface, it's like it's just plastic. How
Mhm.
if it's melting a plastic bag, how the fuck is it not melting the plastic bottle?
Yeah. Depends
Insert
on what
Neil
kind.
deGrasse Tyson just being like, "You're a fucking idiot. This is how it's working or
All
not
of the
working." I don't know.
recycling like things have their own like number for whatever type of plastic it is on them. So I think
Yeah.
they might be different. I'm just not sure how different enough to affect that.
In thesis, Dawn plastic bottles are made of anti-soap plastic.
That'd be crazy.
What's one of the ones that y'all brought?
You want to bring up AJ first, or
AJ said he'd have some good ones. I just hope that they're not once again about Diddy.
Well, okay, listen here, you fucking pussies. All right. So, so one of the ones that I got, probably gonna get some backlash for it, but I don't give a shit because, one of the things that I picked up or pulled up
hold up?
is the conspiracy theory of crisis actors.
Okay.
So, in lieu of all of, like the school shootings and shit like that, people were like racing to generate theories about it to cast doubt on the circumstances. Like with the Parkland, Florida shooting, the Sandy Hook and all of that.
Mhm.
It's just like one of the things that like popped up was there were pictures that like circulated and shit. And there was this one white bitch, she was on her phone and she was just like freaking the fuck out, panicking and everything like that. And it's just like, okay, cool. They got somebody, they're going to make like headlines and shit like that. And they're going to put them in the news and all of that. And it's fine. And then the next crisis happened. It's that same bitch. It's the same exact bitch. And it's just like, this is happening in an entirely different state. Like, motherfucker, did you move? Or were you like there before anybody else got there or some shit? Because it's the same exact woman doing the same exact thing, calling it in. And I'm pretty sure there's like another video, or not video, but another picture that I've seen where it's the same bitch in the same fucking area with another incident on her phone calling it in. And I'm pretty sure she has like a different accent each time she calls the fucking cops or some shit. Because it's just like, it's weird because it makes total sense because all of these fucking, crises and everything like that, like with the school shootings and stuff, it's to further push an agenda to ban guns with, people around the nation. And that is literally like one of the big
Basically, an
fucking
alternate
things.
9/11 situation of like talking the government's the one causing this for X reason.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So that's like for that, which is, I got a lot of shit to say on that, but I'm gonna leave it alone because it's just the rabbit hole gets a hell of a lot deeper than just that. So I'm gonna leave it right there.
My whole takeaway from your spiel right there is that woman just uses public shootings as like the bat signal. She's like, I must appear.
Yeah, she does.
That would be crazy.
White women are fucking crazy anyway. So,
Oh yeah. You know there.
yeah, you're frozen, Christian.
I'm visualizing like
Yeah, he is
the night
frozen.
sky, and then it's the bat signal, but instead of like the bat signal or bat symbol, it's like a fucking AK-47 clip art icon.
No,
Damn.
it has like WB stand for white bitch, and it's just like there she goes. She like springs into action, grabs one of her burner phones and shit. And
Not WB again.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what that is. Okay, Mike, take over.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're just gonna go in a rotation.
One that came up with mainly during COVID, and a friend who apparently got into conspiracy theorists. My friend was telling me that he went to go visit him for the first time in a while. Like he kept spouting off about conspiracy theories because that's what he's become now after being stuck in during COVID. And one of the things was what was it? Micro cities kind of thing, or micro towns, like be able to make all of the towns and everything be able to you're stuck there. Like if you're in that place, you're not like traveling, moving anywhere, and that's why there's this sickness around to keep people at their homes, because not because of like keeping an eye on you and everything. No, apparently it's because it's going to be better for the economy to have people in these like smaller microtowns so they can't go anywhere. And I'm like, immediately I said to my friend, I'm like, well, that traveling, you increasing money going to another place, like just paying for the travel, that's not going to help increase like buying stuff. But no, apparently it's like everything stays in that town, and then that's going to increase the economy by being stuck in one place. Was the whole conspiracy that came up. And that one was like, it's one to me that made no sense when you look into how spending money even works, but apparently one that exists.
All I know about the economy is it's fucked and everything is overpriced.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Actually, now I think I'm going to hide Greg.
This one says, I think I see a money scheme in Russia. Says, and it starts off with saying, okay, I haven't done any drugs or alike, but it has crossed my mind.
That's a crazy line to start
odd
out.
Products. Yeah, it's like the kind of audience you're about to attract. So you just gotta be like, I am not on drugs.
I'm not fucking drugged up right now. I'm not writing this on a high spree, but hear me out.
But here's all this. All these odd products like the Trumpy Bear and Trumpy Trout and such, these are done by Russian companies using China to manufacture. First of all, I got to stop it there because I don't remember.
Never heard of these things. What?
How do you know it's being made by Russian companies if it's being manufactured in China?
Yeah.
Because it's China.
Because I found some random source about it. That's why.
You'd be like, I Googled the company name on Google. Google says it's Russian. Anyways, then with the money they make, they can spend some on things like Trump's shoes line or his 100-carat gold watch that in disclaimer says it might not even be shipped, or his NFT schemes. It'd be a perfect way to move money from his supporters' pockets to his own while not taking the blame directly for all these late night products. I guess like late night advertising?
Yeah, I guess so.
Maybe I need to chill and smoke weed. It is Sunday after all.
I agree.
How convenient that it ends with it is Sunday after all, and we record this on Sundays.
Hell yeah.
AJ, your turn.
Oh, I gotta close that. All right. Hello there. I found a conspiracy theory about, like, there's a few conspiracy theories about the Denver International Airport.
Airport?
Airport, yes. They were saying that it was built by the New World Order. You know, it was talking about, who was behind its original construction. One of the most persistent rumors of it being it was built by the New World Order with ties to Nazism. The DIA's runways are even said to resemble a swastika when viewed from above. It doesn't really stand out unless you're really looking for it, basically. That's one of the conspiracy theories on it. Another one is like the giant blue horse sculpture. It's a nod to the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Okay.
Look, man.
Man, I see 4 horsemen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like there's
a
giant horse. Ugh, damn it, there's death.
I found an image that might corroborate what AJ's saying. I see it, but I don't see it. And the only reason I see it is because someone drew some dumbass red lines. I'm not going to be able to show this on the podcast because of the obvious symbolism.
Now I gotta fucking look it up again because
No.
You're right.
It's like I see it, but it's also a stretch.
That's like any
It's-
block of like buildings in any city could be corroborated that way. Of just like
yeah,
it's
for
a swastika
real.
on these blocks of grid that are all square. Like
you literally have to fucking look for it. But somebody drew it does look like one.
Look in booth 1. Is that the picture you're talking about?
Give me 1 sec. I hit the wrong button. That's the one. That is definitely
dumb as shit.
It's like you have to look for it.
You really have to look for it. Holy, that's crazy.
This man posts picture in booth 1. Man 2 says, I have to go look it up. Man 1 has already posted in booth 1.
Yeah.
Look, I got
fuck's sake.
Look, there's Jim Beam in my system. All right, just leave me the fuck alone.
No, I already told Mike. This is what was the question, part 2.
What was the question?
What the fuck
again?
did you tell him that?
What did you fucking say with that question?
You do seem more coherent than you were in that episode, so I'll give you that.
Because I don't have as much in my system. I'm weaning myself.
Maybe you should.
This is all I got. I should get more drunk?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
saying.
for
That's
April
exactly what
Fool's
I'm
Day
saying.
next
you
year.
better go get something to drink right now then too. I'm not doing the shit by myself.
Look what I've had here the whole time I've been drinking. I got some cider.
That's a baby shit. I bet that shit's like 3%.
5%.
5%. Ooh. Look
oh
at
no,
you.
I make a mixed drink and it's also fucking 5%. I got tons of shit I could grab from my
dude. I'm on 45% and
yeah, I could go grab that too.
Yeah, I need to get to 80% and just be like, look, this is turpentine.
I got 75.5%.
Fuck you, dude. Could you please like ship me some down here? I need that. Because I hear like
they don't even make it anymore, actually, too.
Like
the company.
I hear like your shit up there is just like potent as fuck and it's mixed with maple syrup. So it's just like
that makes them even more potent.
The
sugars.
It makes it like creeps
Jesus
up on
Christ.
you and shit. Do you have something up there called puppers? Like for real?
I do not know what you're talking about. I've never heard of that.
Puppers? Or Gussenbrew?
Never heard of it, no. That might be more East Coast kind of thing, too.
Okay. Well, I need it.
What is it called? Guppers?
Puppers.
Puppers?
Yeah.
Apparently, I just found Guppers being a thing. It's a gummy liquid, whatever the fuck this is. Boba Tea Blast Gummies. What the fuck?
Oh, that sounds like
you're gonna
it's
kill
get me
AJ,
indigestion.
Mike.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill him.
Oh shit! That gave me a fucking headache. Jesus Christ.
Are you sure it wasn't the alcohol in your system?
Nope, we never. Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah.
All right. In the meantime, it's Mike's turn for another conspiracy theory.
Oh, God. I was looking through a few. had any other ones.
You didn't have any others?
I didn't, like I said, didn't look up as much.
So I want to announce for the audience, just as a
It's
backstory. If
pause.
we
It's a real thing. Pupper's Golden Lager. It's real.
Okay.
It's around
Yeah.
Ontario.
Okay, yeah,
want
it is
some.
East Coast. That's why I haven't heard of it so much. I'm more into hard liquor stuff too, and a lot of distilleries over breweries here. There's a lot of breweries that are really good though.
Distilleries are good. Breweries, I prefer like the backwood breweries, like the real potent shit.
Yeah, all of them are here. They got some good
God
stuff.
damn it, I need to make a trip.
Yeah, I'll take you over the island and we can go to a whole bunch of good ones there.
Sweet. We're gonna get
In the
drunk like the
meantime-
first night I'm there, so it's just like I promise you, this is gonna be
Drunk and high. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna end this section of the podcast with this last conspiracy theory.
I
This
have
is
one. I have one
entitled-
real quick though,
Okay,
That's
go
like, no-
ahead. Go ahead.
because this related to more like Canada matters again during COVID. Classic. A lot of people just got conspiracy theories then. But during the whole like I don't know, you saw the trucker blockade stuff that went across Canada.
Oh yeah.
That big whole thing. They like had a whole ton of conspiracy theories that apparently happened during that time, especially one being that Canada doesn't have a constitution. Like
What?
they just so I don't know how they got that in their head. Apparently it's just something that started to come up as they got through.
How the fuck does that work out?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. But like
Where
apparently
Okay,
things that popped
continue.
up from old Canadian articles was there's this one of Alberta has the sovereign right to issue and use its own credit, so they like caught on to little things like this and decided to just keep festering this idea, including like as I'm seeing here doing speeches and pamphlets about Canada, a country without a constitution, and like this whole thing they've started going off about the whole way too. A world government that will take away the sovereignty of all countries. Like that's what Trudeau was apparently plotting to create. Like because Canada can do that, yeah, absolutely. Us just will ruin all world governments. Like
You know what the best part about this is? As much as Jake shits on you and Canada, he would have loved this.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he would.
Jake, I hope you're listening right
You would
now.
have been like,
Go
this is
fuck
why
yourself.
everyone hates Trudeau, because he will do this.
Go fuck yourself, Jake. You went to a stupid ass wedding instead of being a part of like your best time slot of the year. It's like
Yeah.
man eats, breathes, and shits conspiracy theories. Like, nah, man, I'm going to a wedding.
Yeah, it's his fault for going to the wedding that is not his own
Yep.
wedding.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nah, but for real, I hope these people that I clearly do not know, otherwise I would have been invited because I'm such a likable guy. I hope they have a long and prosperous marriage.
That is a whole lot.
No, fuck their marriage.
the
last 2 weeks.
Jesus Christ.
Just you got it.
As most American marriages do.
For real, exactly.
So this conspiracy theory is entitled "You Are in Your Own Timeline." It's one of these.
Okay,
Nuts.
yeah.
I have a theory on consciousness. You have your own timeline. You own the timeline. First of all, I don't believe that because I don't own a goddamn thing in this world.
I own fuck all. I can't change shit in this one.
Nope.
Everyone else in your timeline are like NPCs. They think they are in your timeline. You are alone. Everyone lives only in their own timeline. It's their story to make. In your own timeline, you will live till very old and die, and that's where your timeline stops. However, before that, you'll not die in your timeline. You don't die in your timeline until you die in your timeline.
You don't die
There
in
are
your
many
timeline until you
branches
die in
of
real
your
life.
timeline. If you die in the game, you die in real life. There are branches where you are not longer there. I hate internet grammar.
I hate
Where you are no
conspiracy
longer
theory
there.
grammar. They're even worse.
Yeah.
But that's not your timeline. That's someone else's main timeline. If someone dies in your timeline, they'll still be alive in their timeline.
What the fuck?
You cannot die in your timeline, no matter what. But but you die when you're very old. Dreams
What?
are you peeking into someone else's timeline, but in your own perspective. Every decision you make, you create a new timeline.
Christian.
All of you reading this now are in my timeline. In your timeline, this post might not even exist.
Christian.
Everyone has a happy ending in their own way.
That's fucking main
Edits,
character syndrome going on in this. Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's
Edits,
fucking...
I love it. Every single comment in here. This consciousness and timeline thing is extremely intriguing to me. Great job, poster, OP, whatever the fuck y'all are called.
That's
So,
fucking weird. Yeah.
this one, I hated it when I read it, but I had to
You?
include it for a couple of reasons.
You
Mhm.
hate it.
So
you
there's
did.
Right. You? No.
when we did the mental health special back in May, I brought up how,
Timelines have.
I'm fascinated by episodes where like the main character or whatever has an out of body experience and like for example, Christmas specials, the Ghost of Christmas Past comes and shows that person what everybody they know, like what their lives would be like without them in it.
Mhm.
Growing up, another trope that really intrigued but also fucked with me were these episodes where it's kind of like it cuts to it being all just a dream, or it was all inside their head, it didn't actually
Yeah.
happen, or even more psycho thrillerish, where the entire events of a story never even happened. It was a figment of the character's imagination, and they're like locked away in a mental asylum.
Mhm.
I always wondered growing up, and obviously this is not true now. I'm way too miserable for this to be a real thing.
Oh my God, here we
I've
go.
always wondered if my life was fake and everything and everyone that I know is fake, and I'm actually locked away in an institution somewhere.
Okay. Yeah.
That was what I thought growing up, and I had an ex-girlfriend. I confessed those deep dark feelings to,
And then you lost that relationship
and
there, and then
no, that was not what killed the relationship. But she
Thank
looked at
goodness.
me and she said, "Don't think too hard. You're gonna hurt yourself."
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I like that. Most truth.
So yeah, we are all in our own timeline, according to this person. I like that they didn't open the same way that the last theory that I read opened with, "I am not drunk or high."
Yeah.
This person
So
is drunk and high. Like,
it's open to interpretation.
Fuck the drunken high. This person is just batshit crazy.
yeah. Again,
So,
who have we not read that isn't batshit crazy so far? I'd say.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree.
Fucking Nazi airports in fucking Denver, Colorado.
So
Hey, man.
crazy.
Hey, man. All I'm saying is, you got the proof right there.
No, right there.
Right there, bro. You could see
To
it.
me,
Right
my
there.
favorite thing about AJ saying that is the fact that I cannot show it on screen.
Yeah.
So everyone that's like watching the video just has to take our word for it. And
What
there's going to be
proof?
some crazy person one day that comes across this and be like, "Internet bombshell confirmed. Denver airport is a fucking Nazi symbol. It's built by the Nazis."
Yeah, we're the
And it's
perfect
gonna be
source of all
AJ's fault.
things.
It wasn't my fault. I ain't did shit.
So, did either of y'all have any more theories you want to read?
Yeah.
I did not know anymore myself. So you go ahead.
There's a conspiracy theory about SpongeBob. Like a few.
What? I have not heard of this.
Oh, you haven't heard of these?
I don't think so.
Oh Jesus. The conspiracy.
Which one?
God, yes. There's a conspiracy theory that the show is the 7 deadly sins.
How did I fucking know? How did I know?
Yeah, it's that one. But did you hear about the one where the everybody represented? It's like everybody represented a different mental disorder.
I have
Yep,
never heard of that.
very
What?
familiar
The
with that one, too.
fuck?
What bothers me that Mike is not familiar with them, but at the same time, Mike is also a
Yeah.
well-balanced and well-rounded individual who has a life, multiple jobs, a wife, and his own place. He's like, I've got my shit together. I don't need your internet rabbit holes.
Yeah.
I guess,
Well,
yeah.
there's another rabbit hole about the Krusty Krab, like the secret formula and shit.
Cheetah just fucking
Is
popped
this
up
the
and
one
flopped
where it's
down.
like it's made from actual fish, or I guess in their case, people?
No, it's made from actual crab meat.
I've seen that one too.
I think I
Yeah,
have heard of that at least, yeah.
because there was an episode where Mr. Krabs, he was just like, I don't see what the big fuss is about these things, and he picks it up and he bites it, and he says, "Oh, so that's what I taste like."
Uh,
I was like, "Are you fucking kidding me?"
Krusty Krab.
That reminds me of a Robot Chicken segment that was done about SpongeBob, and SpongeBob exposes the Krusty Krab for using like actual fish people to make the Krabby Patties,
Oh
and he's like,
god,
"Chicken of the sea is tuna. Chicken of the sea is tuna."
oh my god, it's fucking wild.
Damn.
Oh, it's fucking perfect.
Mike, you got any more?
I do not have any more.
Okay, that's good because I'm about tired of this, and we've got 2 other main programs and 2 more segments to
Oh
get
boy.
through.
This is going to be a
So,
two-parter.
fuck. All right, so the next segment we have up is Catastrophic Wingmen.
Oh,
I pulled this prompt this morning.
Shit.
The title of the post is "What do I do about there never being food at home?" It says, "Parents both work, yet there is never any food at home. So when I come home from college, they expect me to do the shopping for them. But I'm a college student with little money, and they should really be doing the shopping with the money that they make from their job. I don't want to
Yeah.
be rude to them too late, but isn't
Right.
shopping their responsibility? Expecting me to buy shopping? To buy shopping?
You have to buy
With my
shop.
own money isn't really fair." So it does not outwardly exclaim fucking silver platter, spoiled rotten or anything.
God, a little smirk as you hit that button. God damn it.
Let's change it up, because normally we have Mike do the good advice and AJ do the bad advice. Give me some bad advice, Mike, for this spoiled child. What should they do about?
Crash the fuck out at your parents' house and just shoot the place up.
Jesus.
Just crash out. Just fucking completely crash out. Just yell at them, scream. Yeah. They gotta crash out.
Mike's like, you can't bring school shootings and suicide into the podcast. Fuck that! Shoot the house up.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you really?
School shooting, it's a house shooting.
Fucker. I can't say that shit now. Fucking bastard.
Hey, he said you're getting the good advice. That's not good advice. Get
Oh,
the fuck
you-
out of here.
You can eat a
Get-
whole sack of camel dicks, dude. No, how the fuck do I
Give
have
me
to do
some.
that?
Give me some good wholesome
I wanted
advice,
to say
AJ.
that.
Oh, I fucking hate you. Oh, I hate you so fucking much. I
That's what
actually
did
have
it.
to be a good person now. You can kiss my ass, dude. Fucking.
I can't be
Man,
a
be
good
all you
person.
want. Just help the kid.
Oh God. To be. You're just gonna tell like all my business like that, dude? What the fuck?
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll do the good advice. I think if it really bothers you that you don't have any money and you expect your parents who have money to do it, you should, at the very least, sit down and have a reasonable conversation with them. Because that's the advice that literally any other person is going to give you. That's like the most
Yeah.
common advice you see given for any problem, no
Right,
matter
fair.
what it is. Whether it's a fucking your parents won't buy you food or your dad beats your family. Have you tried talking to them about how that makes you feel?
Have you tried talking to your dad that beats your family?
Just like
I don't know about that one, Council,
that's the
but there you
go-to.
go.
So yeah, AJ, since you didn't give good or bad advice, do you have anything you would like to add, sir?
I want to hear your bad advice.
I got nothing on that.
You know what?
Poison their drink and put them in a nursing home. Oh, fuck that. Then use their retirement money.
Assuming the poison doesn't kill them.
Assuming the poison doesn't kill them, fuck it.
Yeah.
Battery acid in their shit. Call it a day. Use their money to go buy some groceries when you come home. It's that simple.
Yeah, use their life insurance policy.
Yep.
Yeah. Publishers Clearinghouse that bitch.
My life insurance policy is only like $10,000. No one's buying shit with my money.
With $10,000, you can get a whole lot actually. So.
Oh, wait, what the fuck? He did this text-to-speech shit to me too? No, I'm not gonna tell them to like the fucking video. Why would I tell them to subscribe for more of the people here? Christian, if you can hear this, your ass is grass. Oh, and back to the show.
Moving on to the other main program, or the second one rather. It's time for some Reddit horror. I don't know how much you boys pulled because last year when I did it, I literally just went onto Reddit live on the show and had to go pull some. This year, I went ahead and actually pulled some ahead of time. So this is coming from r/2cents horror, and let's see what y'all think of some of these.
I'm just gonna listen.
The first one reads, "This hospital looks shady. Are you sure they're not stealing organs? My wife jokingly asked when she visited me after my heart surgery.
It must be in Mexico."
I laughed at her joke while trying to feel the excruciating pain from the side of my abdomen.
You froze for a sec. You're good now.
Great.
We caught up to abdomen. You were cleaned all day.
The next one reads, "I killed the king. We are finally free," shouted the slave hero of the people with the head of the king in his right hand and the head of the 2-year-old prince in his left hand.
Okay.
My daughter refused to wear any of her old Halloween costumes because they weren't realistic. If only I didn't give in and buy her that costume, maybe the hunter wouldn't have mistaken her for a wild animal and she would still be alive.
Ah, so they're furry.
I guess. Many months after I died, I was finally able to get my husband to notice me. No one else can see me, so I might have been the reason he was involuntarily committed to the psych ward.
Okay.
This one actually got me a little. Some forethought. I snuck into my sister's house after I heard she was dating the man from my dreams. I dropped the knife in shock when I saw his body in the bed with a note that said, "You're welcome." And just like last year, not a single one of these incited any reaction. Next year, we will not be doing Reddit horror.
I just don't care about horror half the time myself. I'm the worst person for this shit. Holy.
Well, I mean, I think we did better than last year. Last year,
Yeah.
Opticratos Prime kept interrupting me. So.
Fuck you, boy.
Boy is the name. No, Kratos is the name. Boy
is the game. There you go.
Our other actual segment for this evening. Mike, it's time for What Would Uzi Do?
Oh boy.
The question for this episode is, what would Uzi do if he started seeing glimpses of people he knew were dead?
Nothing different than what he normally does.
That's pretty good. I asked him that this morning, and he said what he would do is say "damn" and go about my day.
Yeah,
So-
yeah, exactly.
There you go. All right, AJ.
Mm-hmm.
Don't make me regret doing this. I'm about to allow you to use the voice changer that you oh so desperately depend on.
Oh God! Wow.
Holy shit.
Holy
Basically.
shit. Trapaholics. Real trap shit.
Real trap shit.
So,
Real shit.
as I
trap.
stated before, we were supposed to have 7 cast members this evening.
Yes.
We were supposed to have the 3 of us,
See.
Toshi and
Right.
Austin and their wives. As such, I collected information from, the 2 couples and then from both of y'all to make a horror story. This is going to be that horror story. Last year, I told everybody involved what the prompts were for the horror stories before it was read.
The horse.
This year, no one knows, other than me, what everybody said, and I will tell you them after. But first, I'm going to send AJ the story so he can read it with his voice changer. Right.
Oh my god, that's loud.
In the quiet village of Echo Hollow, where the cobblestone streets whispered secrets to the shadows, there lived a peculiar man named Kanye West. His eyes pierced with the curiosity of 1,000 unanswered questions, and his beard was as wild and untamed as the stories he told. The traveling alchemist, he was known for his peculiar concoctions and his insatiable thirst for knowledge that lay just beyond the veil of ordinary world. The whispers grew louder of an elixir roaming to be hidden deep within the heart of the dreaded Aokigahara forest. An elixir of untold power that could grant the embigger the strength of 100 men. The wisdom of the ancients, or the very ability to command the fabric of reality. Kanye West could feel the allure of this legendary potion tugging at his soul like a siren's call from the depths of a treacherous sea. The whispers grew louder into a roar. And he could resist no longer. As he packed his bag with the tools of his trade and the remnants of his last successful creation. A portion that could reveal one's darkest fears. Kanye felt a mix of excitement and trepidation, a little. The forest had a reputation for swallowing the lost and never spitting them out. It was said that those who ventured into Aokigahara without purpose of protection were doomed to become part of the eternal tapestry of its dark secrets. I'm loving this so much. Returning to the forest edge took several days. The air growing heavier with each step. The trees moved denser, and land snarled like the fingers of an angry job, reaching out to snatch him into their embrace. The villagers had warned him of the malevolent spirit that roamed these woods, wearing the face of a long dead leader from a distant land. Abraham Lincoln. They spoke of his vengeful nature, his cursed existence, and his hunger for the souls of the living. as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting the forest in a deep, foreboding shade. Kanye stepped into the threshold of Aohigahara. He felt the weight of centuries of despair pressed down upon him, driven by the promise of power and the thrill of discovery. Little did he know, the forest had already marked as its next. There was his long, victim, but tolested game of cat and mouse with the vengeful spirit had only just begun. The first night of the forest was a cacophony of eerie whispers in the distant wail of the wind through the trees. Kanye huddled by his fire, surrounded by a protective circle of salt and herbs, given by Colonel Sanders. His eyes darted to every shadow that danced across the flickering flames and created flashing lights. Sleep eluded him, his thoughts racing with visions of the elixir and the dark secrets it could reveal. Just as he began to go all those off, a chilling gust of wind extinguished the fire, leaving him in utter darkness, his heart pounding in his chest. As he fumbled for his flint and steel, his breath coming in ragged gasps. When he finally managed to rekindle the flame, he noticed the unmistakable outline of a top hat perched atop a ghostly apparition, standing just beyond the circle. His blood red glowed as the spirit of Abraham Lincoln, tall and gaunt, stared back at him with eyes that burned like embers. The alchemist's hand trembled as he held upon the vial of fear potion, hoping it to face what wore off the malevolent force. The spirit's lips curled into a twisted smile, revealing teeth stained with the essence of decay. It was a grin that spoke of madness and eternity of taunt. His weird remained motionless in the silence, a stark contrast to the cacophony of the night. It was as the entire forest held its breath, waiting for Kanye's next move. The alchemist knew that he had to act to show that he wasn't just another lost soul to be claimed by the woods. He took a deep breath, stepping out the protective embrace of the circle. The spirit didn't flinch, didn't advance.
More than that.
Instead, it spoke in a voice that was both a gentle whisper and a thunderous roar. You see, what is not meant for you, mortal. Leave this place, or face the wrath of the damned. Kanye steeled himself. The elixir siren called, growing stronger. He had come too far to be deterred by mere specters and warnings. He raised the vial, ready to challenge the spirit, but something within him hesitated. Was this truly the path he wanted to tread? The whispers grew louder, the shadows deeper, and the choice grew heavier. The battle for his soul was about to begin. Ignoring the spirit's warnings, Kanye continued his trek, the whispers of the lost souls growing more insistent with every step. The trees seemed to lean in, whispering of despair and regret, trying to entangle him in their grasp. But Lord, had so much. My body was journey grew more perilous as the forest grew its darkest secrets at him. The illusions of his deepest fears, twisting the path before his eyes. Each time he faced them down, the illusions dissipated, leaving him more determined than ever to find the elixir. Days turned into nights, and nights into days, as Kanye delved deeper into the forest. His supplies dwindled and the forest grip tightened around him.
Do I need to
He
finish the
stumbled upon
story?
an ancient stone monument, covered in moss and etched with symbols that seemed to pulse with an eerie light. The spear lake him watched. From afar, his glowing eyes never leaving Kanye's back, the alchemist knew this was a place of power. The nexus point of hell between the worlds grew within. It was here that the elixir was rumored to be hidden, and he could feel its presence, a hum that resonated within his very being. The final piece of the puzzle came to him in a dream, or was it a vision? He saw it clearly, a pool of water and the elixir's shimmering reflection dancing on the surface. The spirit of Lincoln was there too, watching, waiting. Upon awakening, she felt a sense of urgency as if the spirit had communicated a location directly to his mind, taunting him to come closer, to play the final act in his macabre play. Kanye pressed on, the forest seemingly shifting and changing around him, leading him to the clearing of his vision. His heart raced as he approached the pool. The elixir's allure overwhelming. But as he reached for the water, a hand cold and firm gripped his wrist. He looked up into the twisted face of Abraham Lincoln. The spirit's eyes no longer burned with anger, but with a sadness that seemed to swallow the light from the world. You do not wish for what you seek, Lincoln said, his voice now a gentle plea. The elixir will not grant you power, but bind you to this accursed place. Kanye felt the chill run down his spine. His desire wavering for the first time. The spirit's grip tightened and Kanye could feel the madness seeping into his thoughts. Whispering of eternal torment and unquenchable thirst for power. He had a chance to make, drink, and become. A choice to make, drink, and become one with the darkness. Or reject the elixir and risk the spirit's wrath. He closed his eyes, took a deep breath, and made his decision. When he opened them again, he found himself standing alone, the spirit gone, the elixir's reflection shimmering on the pool's surface. The whispers of the lost soul grew fainter,
love
and a
reaction
sense of
more
peace
time.
settled over the forest. The alchemist realized he had been given a chance to escape the cycle of greed and despair that had claimed so many before him. He turned away from the pool, leaving the elixir behind. The forest's embrace loosened, allowing him to find his way back to the village, forever changed by his encounter with the vengeful spirit of Abraham Lincoln. The whispers of the lost souls trailed after him, a haunting reminder of the price of power.
So dumb.
Mike, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, I think he covered it all with his a few words.
Would you like to see my fiery pussy?
There it is.
Okay.
He's trying to enjoy this too much.
I don't think we're going to be doing AI story time again until next year.
We're gonna have to leave that alone.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. All right. It's time for the light at the end of the tunnel. We made it. If you're still awake with us after listening to AJ read that story,
Fuck you.
well, I mean, I have only myself to blame.
Yeah.
It was too
What the
long.
fuck is that?
What the fuck?
I need everybody to listen. Listen to me as I sit here, my fellow Americans, as I stand before you today. I'd like to say that I have a large erection. You thought that me being president, I couldn't get it up? Not so. I've never had so much president sex in my life. We have those guys. Michael and Chris. I love you guys. It's amazing. I love the Internet Bumshow. And since I'm president, I get to endorse you. So please, vote for me. 2028. Thank you.
Okay, your light at the end of the tunnel. This episode is entitled Something Very Good Must Have Happened to You for You to Be This Happy. It is posting into Booth 1 now, gentlemen.
Yeah, happy hoppy Sheba.
Oh, that's so happy.
You bouncy boy.
He's so
Indeed.
happy.
Indeed. They must have some kind of event going on with all those fucking cars parked
Oh,
like
I
that.
love
though.
that dance.
The dance is great.
Indeed. All right, boys. It is time for the outro. We have made it through another podcast once again. With that in mind, what are your closing words? Let's have Mike go first, just despite AJ. Mike, what
I
are
want
your
AJ to
closing
go
words?
first.
sir?
Yes, Mike. What are your closing words?
I want you to go first. I unmuted you.
No.
Okay. Fuck you. Okay, now I'm going because I muted him again because you said yeah. No.
He's still
Fuck to Miss Primo. That's what he got. The fucking audio. That's my closing words.
get
Fuck
fucked
Miss
to Miss
Primo.
Prime.
Get fucked to Miss Prime.
Mike, what are your closing words?
Mike, you just asked me. That's what my closing words are.
Oh,
That's what I
those are your
said.
closing
Those are my
words.
closing
Fuck to
words.
Miss Prime.
Fuck to Miss Prime. Yeah.
All right, fuck to Miss Prime. What are your closing words?
As I stand before you today, I would like to let you all know that I'm going to be running for president in 2028. Please vote for me and my large loaf of bread, and I'll make sure that everybody gets pussy. Thank you, and God bless you, and God bless the United States of America.
That's the title of the episode. It's just fart sound.
Yes.
Fart.mp3.
Fart sound. Yeah, fart sound.wav.
Yeah. Fart sound effect one
dot wav.
WAMV. AMV? WAV. Stop being a dink, you little shit cat.
Alright. You can find AJ twitch.tv/Alfred Solidus. You can find Mike twitch.tv/shut_yo_face. This has been the Internet Bum Show. Like and subscribe, hit the bell, all that good shit. As far as my closing words go,
Pussy.
normally I have some right off the bat. As far as my closing words go, it's good to have the original trio again for an episode. And good night.
CAMJ Entertainment.